Hi everyone, it's Kate from the Fold Line. I am back this week with the edit. Right, I hope everyone's well, had a nice week, feeling like maybe you're doing some sewing this weekend. I've got some, as usual, some great patterns to talk you through and I'm going to get cracking. So, first pattern we have got this week is from Sew Over It. It's called the Lorry Dress. Now when I first saw this, it's a kind of wrap dress. I assumed that it was a jersey pattern because it kind of looks like that classic kind of Diane von Furstenberg sort of wrap. But actually it is not. It is a woven one, which I think makes it actually more interesting. So let's have a look at the line drawing. You can see that it's got your classic kind of wrap style, a little bit of flare in the skirt, not too much, ties at the side, bust starts at the front, waist starts at the back. Two different options on the sleeve. You can either get a kind of short sleeve with a cuff or one that's kind of cut kind of straight without a cuff. And you can also have two different neckline options. So there's one with a kind of classic kind of collar, kind of similar to this actually, or you can go for a little kind of stand-up one which feels quite vintage. But yeah, it's a really nice pattern if you're looking for that sort of classic kind of wrap dress, but you don't want to make it in a jersey, want a little bit more structure in there, then this one is definitely worth having a look at. Sizing on this, it's PDF only and sizing is a UK 6 to 30. This pattern's split into two different size bandings. So just make sure you pick the right one for you. Next up we have got, oh gosh, I don't know how to say this, Green Briar dress from Sew Liberated. I love this pattern. So sizing on this is a UK 6 to 34. Let's have a little gander at the line drawing because the samples of this, quite a lot of them are made in pattern, so it's easier to see what's going on when we can see the line drawing. It's that real classic, almost like a smock dress with a bib. You can see that you can pick between different options as well. So the first variation has got a little seam down the centre front of the bib and then this sort of opening with two ties. Then you can see there's this really nice kind of wide sleeve and then a gathered panel on the skirt. The second variation, and obviously these are sort of interchangeable, the details, you can see that it has buttons down the front and then the sleeve option gathers into a little cuff. So it's a bit more fitted. And they do create quite different silhouettes. If I show you some pictures, you'll kind of get an idea. But yeah, and you obviously can have the button down variation with the big sleeve or whichever kind of option you'd like. But yeah, I really liked it. And the length of it is quite nice. It's cut just ever so slightly above the knee. Obviously, if you don't like that length, you can obviously make it longer if you wanted to. But yeah, a really good pattern from Sew Liberated. Let me know how I've pronounced the dress. I'm sure I've got it wrong. Next up, Wardrobe by Me. We've got the Juke Blouse. This I really loved actually. I think it's beautiful. It's PDF only. Sizing on this is a UK 4 to 26. The thing that I liked about it, so it feels like a mixture of a workwear jacket and a kind of classic blouse. You can wear it kind of either way. You can either wear it open like this, like a kind of little jacket, or you can have it done up and it's a shirt. There are bust darts. It's cut so that it's kind of quite loose, but I guess its main detail is this little Peter Pan collar, which I think makes it look really, kind of gives it a really nice feel to it. The back of the jacket, which I love this little detail, it's got these two little darts that go up into the neckline, which is kind of classic on men's workwear jackets. There also is a little pocket as well on the chest. But yeah, really nice simple pattern, and I just like the idea that you can kind of wear it open as a kind of jacket or you can wear it done up as a proper blouse. But yeah, the proportions on it are nice. I like that sort of 3/4 length sleeve. It also means that you have less kind of, you haven't got a proper cuff on there, so you don't have to be messing around with all of that sort of stuff. But yeah, really nice pattern. If you haven't seen that one yet, worth checking out. Then we have got from Bobbins and Buttons, the Compton Trousers. These are a great, like, simple pair of trousers. If you're thinking if you're kind of new to the world of trousers or you fancy kind of a speedy sew, these ones are definitely worth having a look at. So, elasticated waist on these. 2 pleats at the front, and then you can see that the leg shape is sort of tapered in at the ankle. So we wouldn't class this necessarily as a barrel leg, but it's got a kind of taper feel. Yeah, it's quite a simple construction. You can make it in loads of different fabrics. You can see here, I mean, look, I really like this variation, the gingham pair. I think it would work really well in a printed fabric. But yeah, a really nice, simple pair of summer trousers if you are looking for them. I don't think I said sizing. I don't think I did. So PDF only for this one. Sizing is a UK 6 to 26. Next up, we have got a really beautiful pattern from Iron Patterns. It's called the Daisy, and it's a pair of it's a jumpsuit, a pair of trousers, and culottes. So Iron Patterns recently have really expanded the number of variations that they offer with each pattern, which I think is great because it means you get kind of more bang for your buck. And I actually think the easiest way for me to show you this is to show you the line drawing, to show you all the different options that are on offer. And then we can kind of talk about it. So if I show them up, you can see what is going on. So it's very simple construction. It's really nice and loose. So you're not going to have fit, or we'll have fewer fit issues. So you can see that the core detail on the jumpsuit, it's got this kind of elasticated panel along the top. You can either have this as a sleeveless jumpsuit, you can add sleeves, and you can see there are different variations. You can have a thick sleeve, you can have one with a tie. So there's lots of different things you can play with it. Then the length of the trouser you can also change. So you can either have it short, or you can have it full length, or you can have it midi, depending on what you would like. You can then also just make it the bottom half of it, so you can have it as a pair of trousers or a pair of culottes. So there's quite a lot of variations with this. It feels like a really fun pattern that you can totally make your own and make it in loads of different options. And yeah, again, I know it's been very warm recently, but I'm feeling like summer holidays, this would be a very nice pattern to take with you if you're going on holiday. You can wear it down to the beach, or you can wear it on a night out. I love this little jumpsuit. Then we've got a really fun pattern from Juliana Martesh. It's called the Daphne Wrap Blouse. This is PDF only, and sizing on this is a UK 6 to 20. If we have a look at the line drawing, we can see what's going on. So it's got this blouse, it's got a big old collar going on. This like beautiful kind of deep collar with a little ruffle around the edge. And then it's got really big shoulders as well. So it's quite a kind of big, it's quite a strong silhouette, this pattern. You can see it's got a gathering around the sleeve head, which then makes this kind of big volume, so you get this kind of puff sleeve as well. Then you have got a seam at the waistline, it ties at the side, and then there's a little kind of peplum. But it feels like a really fun pattern. Obviously, you'd probably want to wear it as something else quite kind of understated. But if you are looking for that sort, and that collar is so in at the moment, so if you are looking for something like that, this one is here and definitely good for you to have a look at. Then, last but not least, this week, we have got, because I spoke last week about the Fibre Mood magazine, once the magazine gets released, the patterns from the last issue then get released as single patterns. So if there was one pattern, if you didn't want to buy the magazine and you're thinking, I actually just really like that one particular pattern, they're now available for you. So there's 12 different patterns to pick from. So they are now all there ready for you. So I thought that I would just talk about a couple of them, and then I'll pop a link to all of them so you can go and have a proper browse. But probably my 2 favourite patterns from the last one. The first one is the Siren Blouse. So let's have a look at the line drawing. You can see that it's a wrap style blouse. It's got pockets on the chest. And then the main kind of finishing detail is that it kind of wraps, and then it is sewn into a channel at the bottom which you feed a kind of ribbon through and tie it up, so that you can then create this sort of slight kind of puff ball effect. I was saying last week that they've kind of really embraced this sort of silhouette, but you can also leave it open as well if you wanted to have it kind of really big and boxy. But I just like that wrap style detail. I think it's quite unusual, and it's got little cuffs on it. But yeah, I really like this. So if you haven't seen that one, go and check it out. Sizing on this is a UK 6 to 30. And last but not least, I put in the Fibre Mood Dazzle top. Sizing on this is a UK 6 to 30. It's PDF only for this one. And also I will say, if you want any of the PDF patterns I've spoken about, we print out the pattern sheets for you if you don't want to stick them all together, so you can just add them on when you're making your purchase. Just click print my pattern sheets and we'll just print out the sheets, and then you get sent the digital instructions. So you've got the instructions online, but you've got the physical sheets, so you don't have to stick 6,000 bits together. Anyway, I put this one in because I think this pattern is very much on trend at the moment. This sort of polo style shirt is everywhere at the moment, and I really like the big sort of boxy proportions of it. I think it's really great. It's got this really nice big collar. It's got this kind of placket at the front. There aren't any buttons on it, which I quite like because there's less, you know, extra fiddly bits to sew. But it's got quite nice kind of big boxy sleeves that you can then roll up. And you can also make it into a dress as well, which again, there are quite a lot of these in the shops. So if you have been looking at sort of like a rug, I always think with like traditional rugby style shirts, then this is quite close to it. So yeah, that is there for you as well. Right, that is it from me this week. I hope you found something nice to sew, and we'll be back soon with another video. Have a lovely rest of your weekend. Bye.